By using the warp device, I can teleport you back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It will be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
I'm going to send you to Luxerion. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
All right, do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion, no fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
Train is now arriving. Luxerion North Station.
Luxerion, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light and the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city is governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light! Help her!
There's no need. Just a dummy. Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself. Luxerion. The divine city of light. Is that what they call it? Trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
Looks like someone's targeting the Savior.
We need to solve this case quickly. Luxerion is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days. The people seem to be growing fearful. If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
The Order has locked the area down.
This is my favorite spot. Hang out here long enough and you get to see all kinds of things. Like those white-garbed loonies, for example. The children of Etro are heretics and they don't believe in the Order's teachings. Those Etro fanatics used to keep a low profile, but recently I see them everywhere. The Order's authority isn't what it was. Now those people wander the streets like they own the place. Do you think they know something we don't? Maybe they have a date for the end of the world, who knows?
That's vital. If you see any people who need help, lend them a hand. It could be an opportunity to save a soul. The Savior's mission is to rescue the souls of people trapped in prisons of pain and...
The same people who killed the girl brought that dummy here. It's important evidence. Don't touch it. The victim had rose-colored hair, and the wig on that dummy was of the same color. The killers appear to believe that the evil Savior will take the form of a young woman with rose-colored hair. Everything points to this being the work of those heretics, children of Etro. But why are they so sure what the Savior will look like?
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information. The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
The office of the Order of Salvation has sealed off all access to the North Station area. Citizens are asked not to exit or enter the area.
It can't be.
I repeat,
Damn it, it's not like him to
for
be
your
late.
safety and security,
What
the
if...
Public Safety
No,
Office
couldn't be
has sealed
that.
off all access
Something
to the
wrong?
North Station
Not about those
area.
murders, is it?
God, no. Well, at least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift, and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
All right. If I see anyone in uniform wandering around where they're not supposed to be, I'll talk to them.
I should talk.
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendants worried about you.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time. Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
The Order operates the regional transportation system.
Holmes, you're safe. I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my duties.
Sorry, boss. I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitors what I saw. Honestly, I did. But I was afraid those heretics might find out and make me their next victim.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Why not talk to a few more people?
Have you witnessed anything suspicious?
Wait a minute. I don't know anything about the Shadow Hunter, I swear to God.
I didn't mention any Shadow Hunter, but thanks for the tip. Who is he?
Don't tell me you don't know about the Shadow Hunter. Lord of Luxerion's Shadow World, hero to the little folk, king of the Warren. Although it's not like I've actually met him myself. Yeah, sure, so I told everyone the Hunter and I are close, but come on, it was just talk. I never thought anything like this would happen. Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me and the Shadow Hunter were best pals. What if the Elders believed I'm in tight with a savior-murdering nutjob? I saw you coming and I got scared. I figured you were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
That was a valuable witness statement. I'm pretty sure the Inquisitor can use the information.
Not like anyone's waiting.
The end of the world is almost upon us. Our forensic experts have examined the body and have concluded that the victim was killed elsewhere.
I should call home.
You have to obey the order, I suppose.
Even though she served the order.
Good heavens. This has become quite the predicament. Those messages say that the Shadow Hunter will kill the Savior. Sounds pretty, I don't know, prophetic, right? If you believe what you hear around town, it seems that the children of Etro have an oracle drive. That's a rare thing. They say oracle drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
The Inquisitor.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter. It's certainly an arresting statement. I'd heard of the Shadow Hunter once before, from a guest that was staying here at the hotel. The same guest told me he's the head of that band of fanatics. But I don't know who he really is, or was. At any rate, it's hardly surprising that people think those Etro fanatics are behind this recent string of murders. But is this man they call the Shadow Hunter the one pulling their strings?
So the culprits are the children of Etro? But what's their objective? What could they be after?
The horror continues. Another victim. I knew the latest. She'd been a rising star, destined to become the... But then she retired suddenly for reasons of health.
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly. It'll be the easiest way to find their hideout.
In recent days, the Etro fanatics, those unspeakable heretics who reject the Order, have been gathering brazenly on street corners. They're a sinister bunch. clad in stark white cloaks. I just overheard one of them say something very interesting. It went something like, if we kill the Savior, the prophecy will come true. Now, all the victims to date have been women. Could there be a connection? Are they trying to hunt the Savior? I wonder if I should tell the Inquisitor this information. It might be important.
Stay back!
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets. Prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
Maybe that way? There are witnesses, right?
Lumina's not a saint's horse.
I always said those people would cause trouble. And I was right. Every night I can see them, those weirdos in their white cloaks sneaking around the streets. Whenever I see white, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked shadow hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
For your safety and security,
I've caused the boss a lot of worry and stress.
Holmes has directed all trains to suspend operations. Thank you for your understanding.
I wish I could help.
The Inquisitor should know the heretics are involved. We need those gates unlocked as soon as possible. We have our own work to do, remember?
Are the trains to Houston still running?
You're the one who will save us all!
Right.
I can't leave?
Fishy. Very, very fishy. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the strange man I saw, lurking in the shadows. In fact, I've seen him a few times these last few days. He doesn't just lurk. I've seen him talk to the goddess believers who gather here. That's strange, right? When he realized I was staring at him, he melted into the shadows and disappeared. But with the Order's lockdown, he can't have gone very far. He can stay low, but he's got to come out of hiding. If we all keep our eyes peeled, we'll spot him eventually.
Who else could it be? It has to be them, right? So there's this place called the Forsaken Graveyard outside the city. You know it? What I've heard is that a bunch of people wearing white cloaks gather there every night. They're heretics who worship the goddess Etro. You know what I saw? Heretics carrying an unconscious girl. It scared me to death. Maybe it was just the dummy that they threw off the tower. Or maybe it was the murdered girl herself.
It looks as though the children of Etro are involved in the incident. The Inquisitor needs to know about this possibility. I think you should tell him, don't you?
For your safety and security.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
Lightning. The Savior can use God's own holy power. With it, you can...
Welcome in.
How can anyone control time?
With his special ability.
Chocopocolina! Hi! I sense you want to talk about something. Ask away! Is it about this message board? Or something more important, like my beauty regimen?
I want to talk to you. I think that you have it backwards.
Oh, don't be such a silly Sahagin. Everyone wants to talk to me, especially since I've been put in charge of this.
The message board?
It's not just an ordinary message board. It's called the Canvas of Prayers, and it's magical. An ancient spell has been cast on it, and now it can show people's hopes and dreams. For example, you know how people wish on stars, or by throwing coins into a fountain? I know you've done it too, even though you'd never admit it. This board collects prayers from all over the world, from all sorts of people, and makes them appear as words.
You mean anyone can come here and read them?
Just you. It's written in a mythical language. To anyone other than yourself, it looks like a jumble of nonsense. Now don't just take my word for it. Why don't you take a look? See if you can't read everyone's humble little wishes.
I should go home.
One thing they haven't. Where do you think a group of people are likely to gather unnoticed? The station plaza, perhaps? Keep an eye. You need to follow the heretics.
This broadcast
Be
is brought to
discreet
you by
and
the
don't let
public
them
moral
spy you.
office of the Order of Salvation. It is now midnight. Please pray. Let us thank God, who in His wisdom will build us a new world.
Savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter? I sure don't like the sound of that. When they say Savior, do you think...
It's me, all right. It has to be. But who's the Shadow Hunter?
I don't know. Right now, no one else does either. The information's incomplete at best. But the Order thinks he could be the leader of the heretics.
So if the Shadow Hunter leads the cult, does that mean he's also behind the murders?
The heretics are on the move. You need to follow them discreetly and figure out where they're headed.
My dream is to go to I don't want to die here.
In the forest of darkness, chaos holds sway. To the goddess of death, these numbers I say. 7891.
The rites are beginning. Make haste.
See that? I think I just found my invitation to the party.
Yeah, so when the phone rings, you have to give them a 4-digit code. Simple, if you have the numbers.
Right, simple. So any bright ideas about how to do that? I mean, considering you're doling out advice.
Head back to town and see what you can uncover. The heretical cult, the so-called Children of Etro, are behind the murders. They become increasingly visible in the city. Judging by the tone of their message, they view the Savior as their enemy. What I don't understand is why they would target you. You're here to save souls and guide them to a new world. Why wouldn't they want that?
It's not that clear-cut. To some, God's Savior looks as much a murderer as he's made.
You're down.
I'm not surprised they're afraid.
Don't worry. Even if the world hates you, I'll always be by your side, Light. A waste to just wait here until then. Why not get out of the city for a while?
I might as well. There's not much time left. I won't waste it.
Yes, your time is the most precious thing you have now. How you use these few days may decide the very... If you hop aboard, you can quickly get...
What's done is done. Let the darkness embrace you. Savior's got a job. We'll all be reborn. I need more time.
And there's another station on the south side of Luxerion. Chaos infusions are influxes of chaos into the world. They distort time and space and spawn fearsome monsters.
This'll be your last battle. What's done is done. You're down.
I'm sorry. I'm busy that night. I can't believe it. I just dropped it. now I'll never, ever see it again.
Did you lose something? What was it?
I lost my carbuncle doll. It was the prettiest green color. It was an antique. It was my favorite doll in the entire world.
Chin up. It has to be somewhere. If you search hard enough, you'll be able to find it.
I know where it is. The Chaos took it away from me. Anything the Chaos touches just disappears and you never see it again.
Just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean it's gone. In fact, there might be a way to get it back.
Really? I don't believe you.
All right, then I'll find it for you and prove it. You're looking for a green carbuncle doll, is that right? In this dying world, all the children have lived for centuries without growing old. Being alive for so long has stripped them of many things, including their naivete and hope.
Blessed be, friend. What can I provide?
Looking to jump? Welcome. Are you looking for rare items from the wildlands? I've got a mighty fine selection. I see you're a woman who knows exactly what she wants. It's a mighty fine product, that one. This is used for only the finest medicines. I was afraid I'd never be able to sell this baby. Thank goodness you came along to change that. It's a little rich for most folks. To thank you for your patronage, I'll let you in on a little secret. I run a legit business, as you can see for yourself. But I do have some, shall we say, friends in the Warren.
I'm listening.
I see I've caught your interest. I sensed that you were looking for something. Just don't delve too far into that area. You don't know what kind of people you'll run into. But if you do decide that you want to go in and out as you please, I can be of some assistance.
Look what I found. Here you go. Make sure you don't lose it again, okay?
My doll! You really found it! Oh, thank you, thank you! My mom gave this to me. She's gone now. She got swallowed up by the chaos. It was 200 years ago, maybe longer. If this doll was safe and sound inside the chaos, that means my mom is okay too, right? It means she's watching over me from far away, right?
People pray for the dead. They pray that even though their bodies are gone, their souls still exist.